Part 1. The gods were aliens. Did you know that the gods of ancient mythologies weren't just legends, but actual extraterrestrial beings? These powerful entities possessed advanced technology and assumed the roles of deities on Earth. Known as the Anunnaki, they were said to have shaped human civilization, masquerading as creators in various cultures, including Egyptian, Greek, Norse, and biblical traditions. Part 2. The Anunnaki and their connection to mythologies. The Anunnaki of Nibiru were deeply entwined with the mythologies and religions of human history. For example, Enlil, the youngest and most authoritarian of the Anunnaki brothers, took on the identity of Zeus in Greek mythology and Yahweh in the Old Testament. Meanwhile, their sister, Ninharsag, became Isis, the mother of Adam in Genesis. Their older brother, Enki, was seen as Poseidon and the serpent in the Garden of Eden, the one who revealed the truth to Eve. Part 3. The royal family of the Anunnaki. The Sumerian texts, the oldest recorded mythological epics, describe the Anunnaki as a royal alien family from Nibiru. Their leader, Anu, was equivalent to Kronos in Greek mythology, Buri in Norse legends, and Geb in Egyptian lore. His son Enki ruled over the waters and was also linked to Loki, Osiris, and the underworld. Part 4. The Battle of the Brothers. Enlil, the younger son of Anu, was a tempestuous ruler. He was equated with Zeus, Thor, and Seth, deities known for their dominance over storms and war. Enlil also played the role of Yahweh in biblical texts, commanding destruction, ordering sacrifices, and enforcing obedience through fear. He was responsible for the Great Flood, meant to wipe out humanity. Part 5. The superhuman powers of the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki were described as having extraordinary abilities due to their origins on a high-gravity planet. They possess superhuman strength, longevity, and heightened intelligence. This could explain the legends of demigods like Hercules, Samson, and Achilles, whose extraordinary feats resembled those of the Anunnaki. Part 6. The Olympians and their technology. Greek gods were revered for their immortality and ability to shapeshift. But was this divine power or advanced technology? The discovery of rejuvenation chambers in ancient Egyptian tombs suggests that the Anunnaki used technology to prolong their lives and transfer their consciousness into engineered bodies, an idea now being pursued by modern scientists in longevity research. Part 7. The true nature of Yahweh. The biblical figure of Yahweh, identified as Enlil, displayed very human-like emotions, jealousy, wrath, and favoritism. He demanded absolute devotion, even testing Abraham's faith by commanding him to sacrifice his son. This was not the act of a benevolent creator, but rather an extraterrestrial ruler exercising control over his human subjects. Part 8. The Wager over Job's Soul. The Book of Job describes a disturbing bet between Yahweh, Enlil, and Lucifer, Enki, in which Job was subjected to suffering to test his faith. This story suggests that the Anunnaki saw humanity as mere subjects in their cosmic games, manipulating lives for their own amusement or experiments. Part 9. Sacrifices and ancient rituals. Sacrificial offerings were common across many ancient religions. But what if these rituals weren't about divine devotion, but about providing sustenance to extraterrestrial overlords? From the Greeks and Vikings to the Aztecs and Mayans, humans offered food, animals, and even people to ensure the favor of their gods. Part 10. Stargates and interdimensional travel. Ancient texts describe advanced teleportation technology, referred to as stargates. The Egyptian Ankh was believed to be a personal key, coded with an individual's DNA, granting access to these interdimensional portals. Similar stories exist in Norse mythology with Thor's hammer and Native American legends of star visitors. Part 11. The Anunnaki's flying chariots. Legends of flying beings were likely interpretations of extraterrestrial spacecraft. Hermes, the Greek messenger god, was depicted with wings on his feet, while biblical angels were described as shining figures descending from the sky. Hindu texts also reference vimanas, flying cities engaged in celestial battles. Part 12. The truth. Hidden in ancient texts. The ancient Sumerians were the first civilization to record history, and their texts suggest that the stories of gods were actually accounts of real beings. The elite rulers of today may still be under the influence of these ancient extraterrestrials, controlling human society from behind the scenes. To uncover the truth, we must question history, research deeply, and awaken to the reality of our hidden past.